Hi everyone, Ted Wyman here with another edition of On the Rocks, and this time it's a World Men's Curling Championship edition, and we're very happy to be joined by Darren Moulding, the third on Team Canada, the Brendan Botcher team that finally won the Brier on their fourth try in the final just last month. And Darren joins us from the bubble in Calgary. Darren, how are you today?
I'm doing well this morning, settled down with my morning coffee, so life's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm guessing you get into a routine or two when you're in the bubble for as long as you've been.
Yeah, coffee in the morning, Epsom salt baths at night, and I've got a lounger on my balcony, so on the sunny days I'll go out there and snooze a little bit. And you try and find your little comforts that you can have while you're in here. So I'm kind of a veteran at it now after being here for a month. So yeah.
Right. And so like Brendan, you've stayed there from the Brier through the mixed doubles right in here to the World Championship, and then you're even going to be there for the Grand Slams. So
Yeah.
2 months in the bubble, that's pretty incredible.
Well, and I'm also doing helping with the ice for the women's worlds.
Wow.
So I'll be here until they let me leave, I think May 9th or 10th, somewhere in there.
Oh man, that is incredible. And how is it? Is your mindset okay with it?
Yeah, you know what? It's comfortable. The food's good. I really don't think it could be any better than it is in a bubble setting. You know, it'd be nice to have a hot tub. I've been kind of hoping for that, but it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, no, there's no complaints. I mean, the only thing is you're in a bubble, so you're just, you know, you can't leave, you can't go anywhere. So, you know, maybe at times that's been a little hard on me, but certainly the reason that we're here is a good reason, and we're excited.
So you've also been doing a fair bit of treatment, I imagine, because as we all know, you did have your back tighten up, some back spasms during the mixed doubles, which forced you to withdraw. And I know you weren't very happy about that, but had to happen, I guess, because of these worlds that are coming up. How are you feeling now?
I feel great now. I feel better than I have in months. You know, I didn't make it public pre-Brier. We kept everything kind of in team, but I injured myself in early January deadlifting, doing some V-sits and barbell rolls, and just kind of you know, doing some work in the gym, and just did a little too much, and I injured myself and ended up pretty sore for most of January and February, and I recovered pretty good for the Brier. But you know, after a hard fought Brier and then a week of you know, it's kind of a tidal wave after you win, in a good way. You know, lots of messages, lots of commitments, but it's overwhelming, and I had a lot of trouble sleeping for about a week. And I think that was a big factor. My body kind of got run down a little bit, and you know, we had an off day on the Saturday. We were 3-0. Everything was going good. And I woke up Sunday morning and couldn't move. And, you know, things loosened up fairly quickly after that. But I wasn't, you know, I was in physio on Sunday at noon thinking that I was going to play the game at 5:30 p.m. And when I walked out of that physio meeting and I saw Jeff, Brendan, and Joe all sitting around a table telling me to come over there, I knew it wasn't going to be good news. And me being the competitor that I am, I never want to miss a game. I've actually, to my knowledge, maybe some of my teammates could correct me, but over the years, I think that's the first time I've ever missed a game. So, you know, you don't play for 20 plus years without missing a game, without being able to play through a few things. And it was disappointing.
How was the conversation with your partner?
Well, it was more her telling me that I was not going to be able to play. She didn't want, you know, to have the responsibility of me being injured and not being able to play in Worlds. Joanne was amazing. You know, I think she knew that I was going to try. And yeah, she just basically said, nope, there's more important things for you to do coming up. and we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, again, it was hard. I felt really bad for Joe because we both put in lots of effort and we were playing well. Like, I believe we would have made the playoffs and had a good run. And that was frustrating because, who knows how well we could have done.
Well, here we are now, one day away from the start of the World Men's Curling Championship. This will be your first time in that event. Obviously, your team does have some experience playing a lot of these teams on the Grand Slam Tour, and you've got a lot of experience around your team, having added Mark Kennedy, and you got Jeff Stoughton as an assistant, as a national team coach, and you got Don Bartlett with you. But just where's the mindset here on the day before this all starts, and just putting on those Canada colors and getting out there?
Yeah, the Canada colors yesterday, I would have to say, when we got on the ice for practice, and especially, I'm not really sure, I'm trying to figure out what got me, but when I saw the guys wearing the jerseys and their name bars on the back, I got emotional. Like, and I think it goes back to just thinking where we were when we formed as a team in 2016, late in 2016, and just all the stuff we've been through as a team, all the miles up Highway 2, all the days of scraping sheets at the Lacombe Curling Club for us to get together, all the support that we have, and just all the things we've been through as a team. I really don't think there's another team out there that's persevered like we have. And to see that my favorite teammates were all wearing Team Canada jerseys was it's going to go down as probably one of my favorite moments I've ever been in. So it was, I even got a little choked up, and I had to kind of walk away and be like, all right, like, it's time for practice now. But it was cool. And those dynasty uniforms always wow us. I mean, every time we get a new set of jerseys from them, it's like Christmas. So it was pretty wonderful.
Well, and I guess with great success comes great responsibility, and I've heard you talk about that before. Now you're putting that on your back. Now you got to go out there and perform, and it's not even just about winning for yourselves, right? Because there's also an Olympic berth on the line for Canada.
Yeah, no, that's a responsibility. And you have a responsibility when you represent Alberta at the Brier, and I'm just realizing now, and I guess in my dreams I always played out winning the Brier, and that there's a world championship after. But I've had messages from different curling fans in the country saying, normally we cheer for Gushu, but for this week we're on your side, and normally, or maybe we cheer for Jacobs, but this week we're on your side. And it's kind of it's just makes you realize that you're playing for the entire country, and we, it is a big responsibility. But at the same time, we've talked about staying true to our foundation and what we are as Team Botcher, and it's been successful formula. We're a consistent team. We're always in the hunt everywhere we play, so we don't want to change too many things either. But we understand what's at stake, and we're very proud and honored to come into this tournament and go out there and do whatever we can for our country.
I imagine there's a lot of people in your entourage, even in Jeff and in Mark Kennedy and in Don Bartlett and other people with Curling Canada, that'll tell you these international teams are a lot better than maybe a lot of Canadian fans realize. And
Yeah,
it's really hard to win at this thing.
this is, you look at the field, all the games are tough. There's no soft teams in it. This is, I've had other curlers email me and text me, tell me that this will be the toughest test of my curling career. And you look at the field, it's going to be just as hard to win as the Brier, maybe harder in some ways. So yeah, like all the teams are playing for their country, and they're all going to be getting up to play us too, because we're on TV a lot. All these teams have seen us play, and I would expect that everyone's going to bring their A game against us.
As a guy who makes ice for a living, how important is it that you guys have played an event and a half, even for yourself, on this ice already, and these other teams don't have the same advantage?
I think it is a little bit of an advantage. The rocks are different, but we are familiar with the setting. We're familiar with the feeling of being in the building, and that can only help us. That said, I mean, after 2 or 3 games, I think that advantage will go away a little bit. There's no fans in there. That's a feeling that a lot of these teams around the world are very accustomed to. They typically play in their championships in buildings with almost no fans, and so I don't think that's going to worry them at all. So yeah, the only advantage we have is no time change, no jet lag, and familiarity with our surroundings.
Well, Darren, I think we could probably talk all day, but I know you got to get out there and practice and be ready to play against Scotland tomorrow, one of the tougher teams in the tournament right off the bat.
Yeah, they throw that's good. It's good in the schedule to get those tests early. It gets you going right away. I know that we've had that game circled on our calendar ever since we won the Brier, and we've played Bruce and the team many times, and it's going to be a battle.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Darren, for joining us from the bubble in Calgary. All the best in the World Men's Curling Championship. For Postmedia, I'm Ted Wyman. You've been watching On the Rocks.
Thank you.